Welcome to the Holy Bible Study with Shelby. Well, today is Genesis chapter 43. Before we get started, hit that like and subscribe button, notification bell, and make sure you have your King James Version Bible. Men and family at the table. Genesis chapter 43. And all we need is pen, paper, and patience, okay? Let's get started.
Genesis 43. And the famine was sore in the land. And it came to pass, when they had eaten up the corn which they had brought out of Egypt, their father said unto them, Go again, buy us a little food. And Judah spake unto him, saying, The man did solemnly protest unto us, saying, Ye shall not see my face, except your brother be with you.
Now, Judah tried to tell his father, hey, look, we can't go down there without Benjamin. Okay? Joseph, that was Joseph's game plan. That they had to bring Benjamin with them. If not, that's going to be a problem. Okay? And they still try and talk their father into letting Benjamin go. Okay? Let's continue.
If thou wilt send our brother with us, we will go down and buy thee food. But if thou wilt not send him, we will not go down. For the man said unto us, Ye shall not see my face, except your brother be with you.
So he's saying, hey, we're not going without Benjamin. Okay? Because, you know, Joseph is playing such a Academy Award role right now that they don't even recognize him, and he put the fear of God in him. Okay? He really got them fooled. Okay? Let's continue.
And Israel said, Wherefore dealt ye so ill with me, as to tell the man whether ye had yet a brother?
Now here's Jacob saying, why did y'all even tell him that y'all had another brother? Why did y'all have to tell him that? Okay? Well, I mean, you know, they did to say they had 11 brothers, but it was 12, but one was not no more, which meant he was dead. So they kind of did spill the beans on that. Okay, let's continue.
And they said, The man asked us straitly of our state, and of our kindred, saying, Is your father yet alive? Have ye another brother? And we told him according to the tenor of these words. Could we certainly know that he would say, Bring your brother down? And Judah said unto Israel his father, Send the lad with me, and we will arise and go, that we may live and not die, both we and thou, and also our little ones. I will be surety for him. Of my hand shalt thou require him. If I bring him not unto thee, and set him before thee, then let me bear the blame for ever. For except we had lingered, surely now we had returned this second time.
So Judah's basically saying, look, Dad, we're wasting time here. Okay? We're really wasting too much time. We need to return back with Benjamin here, because Simeon is in trouble. Okay? We don't return. They think Joseph is, going to kill him. And if they go without this Benjamin, they're going to get killed. And they're already refusing to go without him. Okay? Let's go.
And their father Israel said unto them, If it must be so now, do this. Take of the best fruits in the land in your vessels, and carry down the man a present, a little balm, and a little honey, spices, and myrrh, nuts, and almonds. And take double money in your hand, and the money that was brought again in the mouth of your sacks, carry it again in your hand. Peradventure it was an oversight. Take also your brother, and arise, go again unto the man. And God Almighty give you mercy before the man, that he may send away your other brother and Benjamin. If I be bereaved of my children, I am bereaved. And the men took that present, and they took double money in their hand, and Benjamin, and rose up, and went down to Egypt, and stood before Joseph. And when Joseph saw Benjamin with them, he said to the ruler of his house, Bring these men home, and slay, and make ready, for these men shall dine with me at noon.
So now Joseph got all 11 of his brothers there now. Okay? But he ain't done messing with their minds yet. So he's getting ready to let them dine, have lunch or whatever. And he's going to, dine with them. And I'm sure these men got to be confused by now. Now, wait a minute, what's going on really here? So let's continue.
And the man did as Joseph bade. And the man brought the men into Joseph's house. And the men were afraid, because they were brought into Joseph's house. And they said, Because of the money that was returned in our sacks at the first time are we brought in, that he may seek occasion against us, and fall upon us, and take us for bondmen and our asses.
So they're thinking that Joseph is bringing them in the house to have them killed, because Joseph had his men to put some money in their sacks. They don't know where it came from, but they put more in the sack of money when they came back, because they weren't nervous and they didn't want to be accused of it. So they're thinking that they're getting ready to get set up to be slaves or killed or something. Okay, let's continue.
And they came near to the steward of Joseph's house, and they communed with him at the door of the house, and said, O sir, we came indeed down at the first time to buy food, and it came to pass, when we came to the inn, that we opened our sacks, and behold, every man's money was in the mouth of his sack, our money in full weight, and we have brought it again in our hand, and other money have we brought down in our hands to buy food. We cannot tell who put our money in our sacks.
So they're trying to, before Joseph shows up, they're trying to tell the steward, hey, look, we didn't do nothing wrong here, because they're afraid. They don't know what's going to happen. But they trying to plead to this guy, hey, we don't know how we got this money, but we brought it back and plus more, and we just want food. We just want to get some food and go. Okay? That's the thing.
And he said, Peace be to you, fear not. Your God, and the God of your father, hath given you treasure in your sacks. I had your money. And he brought Simeon out unto them. And the man brought the men into Joseph's house, and gave them water, and they washed their feet, and he gave their asses provender. And they made ready the present against Joseph came at noon, for they heard that they should eat bread there. And when Joseph came home, they brought him the present which was in their hand into the house, and bowed themselves to him to the earth.
Now, if you've been following me in this particular chapter of Joseph, he had this dream, and he told his brothers that's why they hated him before, because he told them that one day you guys are going to be bowing down in front of me. So that was the prophecy. Okay, and now here they are doing it. Okay, I just want to, remind you of that. Let's continue.
And he asked them of their welfare, and said, Is your father well? The old man of whom ye spake, is he yet alive? And they answered, Thy servant our father is in good health, he is yet alive. And they bowed down their heads, and made obeisance. And he lifted up his eyes, and saw his brother Benjamin, his mother's son, and said, Is this your younger brother, of whom ye spake unto me? And he said, God be gracious unto thee, my son. And Joseph made haste, for his bowels did yearn upon his brother, and he sought where to weep, and he entered into his chamber, and wept there.
When he looked at his brother Benjamin, because him and Benjamin had the same mother, okay, and Rachel. So he had, of course they had, by them having the same mother, they had more of a bond together, okay, but he got overwhelmed, and he didn't want to see started to show his feelings in front of his brothers yet, because he wasn't done with them yet. So he had to go out of their presence to let out some tears and cry, because he was overwhelmed, because he was very happy to see all his brothers, especially Benjamin. Okay, let's continue.
And he washed his face, and went out, and refrained himself, and said, Set on bread. And they set on for him by himself, and for them by themselves, and for the Egyptians which did eat with him by themselves, because the Egyptians might not eat bread with the Hebrews, for that is an abomination unto the Egyptians.
Now, notice that the Egyptians it was unlawful for them to eat with the Hebrews. Okay? But here you got Joseph. He's a Hebrew. But he's been with these Egyptians, and God has set him up to be second in command of Egypt. So let's continue. I just want to throw that in, bring that out.
And they sat before him, the firstborn according to his birthright, and the youngest according to his youth. And the men marveled one at another.
Now, this is where the brothers are kind of getting really kind of like, what is going on here? How did he's got us sitting in the order we was born. Okay? From Reuben on down to Benjamin. And he had them sitting in that order. Okay? Because Joseph knows his brother. He know who the oldest and who's the youngest. He know the order of them. And he had them set that way. And they was wondering, how did he know this? I mean, what's going on here? Okay? Let's continue.
And he took and sent messes unto them from before him. But Benjamin's mess was 5 times so much as any of theirs. And they drank and were merry with him.
Okay. Now notice that he said, this mess is food. Okay. He gave Benjamin 5 times more than the other brothers. Okay. And you can say, well, that's kind of showing a little partiality there. Well, I mean, like I say, they had the same mother. Okay. And sometimes that stuff plays in, But he's testing these older brothers to see if they're going to be jealous of Benjamin again, like they did him. That's why he's doing this. Okay? They want to see if these brothers have changed their ways. Okay? I mean, that could be a very bad outcome for them if they're still have the ways they had with him, for being jealous to the point where they was going to kill him, but then they wind up having him sold. And then they thought he was dead, and here they are right now in his presence and don't even know it. So this is getting very interesting in the next chapter, Genesis chapter 44. But I have a little smirk on my face, but there's some sadness coming our way with this, because the smirking is that, Joseph was really playing the mind game with these brothers. Okay, he could have made it so easy. When the first time they showed up, he could say, hey, y'all, it's me. It's your brother. No, he wanted to find out in the last 17 years, have they changed their ways? Okay, if they're going to get jealous because I gave my little brother more food than them, they probably sitting there, wondering, wow, he got more than we got. But they ain't going to make no fuss about it. But I'm not going to give too much away, so we'll wait till Genesis chapter 44. And with that said, have a nice day, be happy, stay safe, and thank you for your time.